I... Hmm. To be
Duty is
clear,
sacred, don't you think?
100%. But to be clear, in no way, shape, or form am I saying you're a bad person.
I don't think that you are. I would never take
And
it that way, Rhodes. Like you said, we're friends.
I think it is expected that this word... How should I word this, actually? It's expected that things were going to change, obviously, because of the position you're in, the positions you're in. So again, it's no hard feelings. No hard feelings. But I know if the roles were reversed, you'd be calling out a lot of shit. But obviously, given
speaking of that, next term I'm running for mayor and I'm gonna have Max as my chief of staff. Yeah, we're gonna do a little switcheroo, a little equality thing. And I think you might be right about that.
How much are you actually gonna let him influence? I guess what I'm asking is,
don't you
would
have
you
to...
actually
Rhodes,
be...
do you want me to say something truthful? Do you want me to say something real with you for 1 sec? You want me
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
level? You want me to clear all the bullshit? Fuck the sugarcoating. This is you and me and our years fucking long relationship talking. You have to be around to influence me.
Oh. Damn. Okay, well, let's say he wanted something to go a certain way, which you had the ability to push. Do you push it solely because he brought it up and told you to? And I'm not asking you to be pedantic and say, no, I wouldn't do it solely because he told me to. I did it because I, like, your honest answer.
If the idea was good and it had merit, I would hear it out and I would consider pushing it. But if I knew for a fact, based on the past, why that idea didn't work and why those same issues still applied in a new republic, I would speak to him honestly and hope that he would hear me, because that's the kind of relationship we have.
If you had to give Max a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, again, just amongst us.
Oh my god, you're asking me for my poll approval rating?
Yeah. But specific to how he is treated and communicated with the police department, what would you give him on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh! Bros, you... this is a Scantron in front of me or what? Because I'm getting tested.
No. I don't know that I've ever seen a Scantron with 10 across, but 1 to 10.
Sure you have. It's like at the beginning when you have to do your age or whatever for the SATs.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
Yeah,
and your name.
right.
Ugh.
And your name to do
Gross,
the bubbles.
disgusting.
That's 200 points just for doing your name right.
That's disgusting.
When someone tells you that they got less than 200 points, you're like, you failed at doing your name, you dumbass.
The worst part is, growing up, I don't know. I hated using pencil. I just fucking despise using pencil on Scantrons. Ugh.
Dude, can I tell you something?
I was always
I did all of my math.
Me too, in pen. Me too. The teachers would always say, Matt, you can't, because what if you make a mistake? And I said, I'll rewrite the whole thing. I'll do it all on scrap paper and pen, and I'll make sure it looks perfect for you.
You. I will show my work in that pen, and you're gonna fucking love it.
And you can never, well, I don't know about you, but I could never write on just a single piece of paper. There has to be a paper behind the paper, because then the ballpoint pen just...
It feels weird, and it doesn't feel right,
better.
and it's not smooth. It's not smooth. You need the second, I agree. Yes.
And then you need the good ballpoint pens, the like 1.6, or I think it's 1.6. Anyways,
1.6 or 2.0 gel bolds, uniball.
Well, I can't do gel. I can't do gel. It brings me back to the pencil days of, ugh. I don't know. I can't do gel.
There's only specific gel pens that I can fucks with, but I get you on that 100%. But yeah, I did my math in pen, and you know what I told my teacher when she asked me? I told her that pencils are for people who make mistakes.
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't have dared tell the teacher that.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed. Still kind of pissed about that. You know, I only attended 12 days of my calculus AP class, so they failed me, but I got a 93 on the final exam. Why do I have to retake it when I learned everything well? I just didn't want to go to class. I was getting high.
You know what? I'm a firm believer in that. Fuck attendance. If I have to go through the motions and can prove that I've learned the material,
then why do I have to go to class?
Well, I mean, I guess it's for like.
You know why it is?
What,
I can
cheating?
tell you what it is. No, that's not what it's for. It's because your attendance days, in attendance days per student, as how the school makes money from the state. They have to have above a certain number of attendance in order to qualify for a certain amount of funding from the state. So your attendance quite literally guarantees funding for teachers to get paid.
That makes sense.
Now in Ireland, it was a nun, so she was just a bitch.
Oh.
I don't think she liked the marijuana thing. I thought she thought it was the devil's lettuce or some bullshit. Something about Ida's hands being the devil's playthings. And it was mostly hashish because you can't get flour in Ireland, which sucks. Anyway, I digress. I almost choked on hash one time. True story.
Ooh.
I thought I was gonna die.
Oh, you know,
It turns out you shouldn't drink water laying down.
You ever eat an orange and obviously, you know, you take the peel off, you split it in half, and you start eating them sort of slice by slice, or just pulling them apart? I forget how old I was at the time, but I was walking to my friend's house. I was eating an orange. Okay, I pulled one piece apart. Everything was fine, and then it was the last two pieces. I thought I peeled them.
No.
Shocker, I did not. They were still connected.
Yeah.
Well, no, they were peeled. Like the orange peel was off, but you know the little white bits that sort of connect them all.
Yep.
I chewed on it, and the second one was in my mouth as well. It is what it is, right? No big deal. I swallowed the first one, while the second one was still in my mouth, and they were still connected. And
oh no!
Yeah, I panicked. I was choking.
Gross.
It was very fucking strange. Yep.
Did you make the universal sign for choking? Did somebody help you?
I was I was able to figure it out. It took a little bit of time, but that is the only time ever in my life I've ever felt like
that's so scary. Panic.
It's just so strange.
The panic of my life could end right now.
Yeah, like running and crossing the street without looking both ways because there ain't time for that.
Oh
yeah,
my
100%.
God. Did you cough it up then, or did you get them both down?
I got them both down, but it was very difficult because as I'm coughing and trying to then no, it was not good. It was not good at all.
Yeah, mine was. I
drank
water
Hope you had a wonderful
and
stream.
I'm really high on hashish, and
I hope you had a wonderful.
I'm just really lucky that other people were there to give me the Heimlich. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where was I when that happened? I think I was in Paris. I was in somebody's dirty fucking loft in Paris.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Great place to be doing drugs, let me tell you.
Javon.
Yeah?
Your attorney showing.
Oh shit. My lawyer showing?
Yeah.
Well, Rhodes, I think that your lawyer shows quite often. How's that sound?
Well, I'm just saying, I ain't heard a 1 to 10 from you.
Okay, you're right. All right. On Max's communication with the PD. You know, I'm gonna go with the most frequent answer that I've actually heard on my mayoral approval polls. I'm gonna say it's an 8 out of 10.
8?
Right?
Okay.
Here's why 8. Because we took the time to interview 36 different police officers over the course of a week, and to hear them out and to hear their struggles and discuss everything that they were struggling with them. Rhodes, I took 48 pages of single-spaced notes, size 12 font.
I am impressed. I'm actually, that is impressive.
Thank you. I didn't get paid for that, by the way, beyond what the state just pays me for my hourly. Because I do take the job very seriously, and I wanted to be able to like collectively look at, be like, hey, what are the words that like what keywords are appearing the most in here, right? Like what's the most frequent issue that I hear repeated? I also took everything and I put it into an Excel spreadsheet and did a bunch of fucking like if-then formulas to see like what the like who the chief of police like most often frequently cited was. Like who would that be? It was Barrick, by the way. You know, like good stuff.
He was mine.
He was yours. All right, that's good.
100%.
I think
you know how Barrick got hired?
No, do tell.
I was on a scene with Turner on Alta, right by the impound lot, and Barrick, who had pretty much been on his own for the past 5 years, or the 5 years prior, looked like a caveman. Hadn't shaved, um, had this huge backpack on with pretty much everything. I turned to Turner, and we were dealing with the same issues then. Very short staffed, stuff like that. I turned to Turner and pretty much said, "Listen, like there are definitely some shining examples of good officers from back then, but he is like top of the list, easy." They had a back and forth, a brief one. I pretty much said I trust the man with my life. I would take full responsibility if he had done anything wrong. And
You vouch for him.
Oh, 100%. There's not a doubt in my mind.
It's literally the same way Damien got his bar license, is that I vouched for him to Crane, and then Crane just gave it to him. So I understand that, putting your neck on the line for somebody.
Yeah, it's I think in a lot of cases it's hard, especially after 5 years. But when you've known someone for so long and have worked alongside them, and you see their work ethic, and you see that despite sort of having the means to do wrong, they never opted to. I feel like you get to know the person in a way where most people don't, right? Like I work in a capacity in which oftentimes my life depended on the decisions he made back then. Same thing applies now, and I would never ever expect that to change with Barrick. And I'm very glad, because I said this during interviews and whatnot. Barrick has sort of been the pillar of Shift 3. If he hadn't been hired, truthfully, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, Shift 3 is not really in a great place.
Shift 3 is my favorite shift. You know that? It's always been my favorite shift, even when I was just a paralegal.
Yeah. I got on duty yesterday. There was 3 officers on duty.
Oh, God. See, that's real bad. Rhodes,
Yeah.
that's real bad.
Yep. Not wrong. Not wrong. And there were quite a few officers just not on duty.
Let me just check something real quick. Wait, there's 3 lawyers signed in? Is the Department of Justice is finally good where I can I leave yet? God fucking damn it. Oh my God.
I've never seen Moose as an attorney. I've seen Ledson and Acker. In fact, again, that conversation with Acker, man, he broke me when he said that, but man, it made sense. Holy. That made sense when he mentioned that.
Say that one more time. I'm writing this down, actually.
Oh, the whole Acker bit where he had a client, and he mentioned the spirit of the law, the letter of the law, and pretty much told me that I'm an atheist.
An atheist?
Yeah. I don't believe in the. To be clear, I'm not stating, like, this is not my statement or my sentiment, but the implication was I don't believe in the spirit of the law, only the letter. But
Rhodes.
It is what it is.
I've interacted with you in cell reps before, and I know that you are letter of the law when you are feeling petty, okay? But I also know that if somebody plays game with you and they are kind and considerate and civil, that you will be spirit of the law. I know that you are not always a petty, literal, whatever. I know that you're not always a pedant.
Yeah.
That's just what you revert to, the same way I did in the courtroom when people got testy with me.
Listen, I'm a firm believer in that if you can throw, you best be able to catch. And if you're throwing attitude,
don't dish
girl, that's exactly what you're going to get. Exactly.
Yeah, don't dish it if you can't take it, bitch. Stay out of the kitchen.
That's what I'm saying. You want to know the crazy thing?
Yeah.
Most people who treat me like a human being in a traffic stop get to just have a nice, friendly conversation with me. I verify their information, make sure everything's in order.
Yep.
Give them a slap on the wrist, say, hey, don't do it again. But if I catch you doing it again, there's going to be consequence, right?
That's when there's going to be consequences, yeah, right? Because you already warned them once. Why didn't they listen, right? Something about respect.
Exactly. And
now, what if it's been like 60 days since you last warned them?
There is sort of a bit of a reset, right? Because
Right, there's a little grace period. Okay.
there is, and it's not even anywhere close to 60 days. It's far shorter than that. I mean, hell, just in a few days, right? But oftentimes, what happens is, people give me attitude. I stand my ground and I do my thing, and they're upset
Like
the
you
next time
must.
they see me, as if it's the only thing I ever do. However, people know the minority, very small minority, who treat me like a human being, know that it really is nothing there ain't nothing to be worried about. Nothing. Were you speeding a little bit? Okay, slap on the wrist, don't do it again. If I catch you doing it again, now that's a different story. That's not me
Rhodes,
being...
go look at my incident report. Look me up.
Which one?
Go look at my reckless driving. Go look.
Reckless driving?
Yeah, I'm on a diversion program for a felony. I'm a Mormon now, and I also can't drive for 30 days. I give up my driver's license. But I want you to look at this. And I want you to tell me something. If I treated you like you were a human, and I engaged honestly when I could have lied, but I thought for some stupid fucking reason in my mind that I shouldn't lie to police. I should tell them the truth, because the truth will set me free. But you've given me the same. All I did was drive fast roads. But if I treated
Wait, how
you
come
like
they
a
titled
fucking
it
human
reckless
being,
evading?
I don't know, because actually I do know. I was listening to Dragon Force to the Fire and Flames really loud in my AirPods, and I didn't hear nothing. I looked back once, didn't see anybody behind me. I was using my side mirrors, as you should when changing lanes, and signaling and whatnot, but I was not looking at my rearview mirror. I was focusing on the road in front of me to make sure that I did not crash and maintain control of my vehicle. As one should, right? You should focus on the road. You shouldn't be doing other things. My take is that music, much like the Olympics banned music for swimmers, it's a performance enhancing drug, not a deteriorating drug, right? It doesn't ruin performance. It actually
Right.
enhances performance. That's why the Olympics banned it in swimming. I was vibing. I was becoming one with the road and the music. I was just jamming. And I pulled over for ice cream. And Declan Crane walks up and asks, after the fact, who's driving the car? And okay, my husband just woke up. Anyway, Declan Crane walks up and asks who's driving the car. And Rhodes, I didn't know that they had been chasing me or nothing. My dumbass answered, it was me.
Damn. Well, were you traveling fast this whole time?
No. Actually, when I realized how fast I was going at one point, I slowed the fuck down. But apparently, I'd already dusted the shit out of them because it was Michael Simone's car. It was like 182. I didn't realize how fast I was going when I realized I was too fast. Yeah, I've never driven such a fast car, Roads. I only drove
How fast
motorcycles.
were you traveling?
I really wasn't paying attention. I just noticed I was going too fast at one point, and I slowed down. I was like, through the fire and the flames we carry on. You know? I was vibing.
Listen, I get it.
I was learning to drive. Honestly, Roads. I was
Your
learning
vibe
to
and my
drive
vibe,
a
though,
four-wheel.
are different. My vibe is at 3 a.m. listening to Someone Like You by Adele, okay?
Totally. Yes, give me that Adele. Oh, it's probably rolling in the deep for me, but I'm there with you, okay? But I answered honestly and truly, and I did the thing that I always thought was supposed to help you. I was honest with the police. I told them exactly what happened, and I was punished and I suffered for it when all I had to do, Rhodes, all I had to do was lie. All I had to do was lie. But here's the thing. In my defense lawyer heart, I'm not just a defense lawyer, I'm a judge. And in my judge heart, I know that it is wrong to lie to the police. So I didn't. And I paid the iron price.
Well, it does seem it worked in your favor, though, at the end of the day, given that you were not charged with a felony. First degree speeding and negligent driving. That's, interesting. And
apparently the judge decided, as far as reckless driving goes, that my testimony that the vehicle that I was unable to pay attention to lights and sirens behind me, even though they're probably only there for like a fucking second because of how fast I was going, right? That my testimony about that about the music being too loud, uh, equated to reckless driving.
I mean,
I
I'm gonna
don't
be
think that's the
real.
case. I feel like that's more negligent, personally. What would you have pushed?
Okay, just spitfire the what I've witnessed in this case specifically.
Uh-huh.
If I just spitfire the facts, like give me a hypothetical speed and traffic infractions that I've witnessed this
Let's say I
hypothetical
was
person
going
break.
113 and then took off to like didn't realize because lead foot, right? Let's say I was going 113 when an officer clocked me and I sped up to 182 because I got that lead foot. Going north from, hold on, what is it called? Looks at map.
Is it on the freeway?
On the Los Santos freeway. No,
Okay.
nowhere, no, only on the freeway. Only the freeway. I slowed down to 55 miles per hour on city streets because I don't want to run somebody over and I have to like learn to live with having taken someone's life. I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want to know how to learn how to live with like that. You know what I mean? Um, it was like right around where Vinewood Park Drive / Elgin Avenue cross over the freeway.
Yep.
Let's say I sped up from there. I realized right around where it hits with Route 68 / Sonora Way in Sandy, where the freeway intersects, right? Realized I was going super fast and slowed the fuck down. After realizing what my lead foot was doing, continued driving probably around 15 to 20 over the speed limit until I hit the little convenience store on Great Ocean Highway on the way to Paleto and stopped ice cream.
Um,
I'm outside of the vehicle when I come out for ice cream.
were you weaving?
I'm not in the
you,
vehicle.
but this hypothetical weaving in and out of traffic.
Weaving in and out, but not on like opposing lanes of traffic. Sure. But I would also say that I maintained control of the vehicle the entire time. The crazy thing, Rhodes, by the way, I just want to tell you this right now. Michael's car actually handles better at higher speeds because of like how it's designed, the aerodynamics. It's stickier to the road, so it actually performs better as far as control, right, of the vehicle goes. The faster you're going, so it's stickier to the ground. I've got the aerodynamic term for it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I imagine it's the downforce making the car.
Downforce. Yeah. It's the downforce pressing down on the car to keep it stickier to where you're going, right?
Okay.
I might have driven on the shoulder a couple of times, and now I feel really bad about that when I think about it. I didn't think I had when I testified, but now I'm thinking, I'm like, I might have driven on the shoulder like twice.
So this for me gets a little complicated because I don't like assuming, but if I saw somebody clocked them at 113, but let's say I was attempting to catch up and I was doing 150 and they were still, gaining distance on me, and I can sort of pace them at over 150, weaving in and out of traffic, I would very likely reserve the reckless driving,
as you should. No,
solely
I think you should.
for somebody who is going to sit there and go, well, did you clock me? That's not reckless driving. You know what I mean? The attituder that we were talking about earlier, the giver but not catcher, that person, yeah, they'd probably catch a reckless driving charge. But in your case, where you're stating you were honest and upfront,
I identified myself as a driver of the vehicle when I was not inside of it, Rhodes. I didn't have to do that.
You're right, and I would have taken that into account, 110%, and likely have just. I probably would have kept it to the citations that are currently on record, which would have been the speeding, and it. Well, actually, you know what? I probably would have stuck solely with the speeding, because I mean at that point,
prove and articulate.
It depends though if I know for sure I paced it over 150, because listen, you know me in traffic court. I like to have
you
everything.
In traffic court, motherfucker.
So,
that's what you do. That's your thing.
Oh yeah, if I could do traffic all day every day, I would. Really, I would. But I can't. We're still too spread thin. Um, how do you respond to you saying you're talking to me?
How did he respond? Because you know that's what I said. I said that I'm talking to you right now. He said to tell you that you're a pissant.
A what? A peasant?
No, pissant.
How do you spell that?
Pissant. An insignificant or contemptible person or thing.
Um,
You know why I didn't tell you that, Rhodes?
because
I like you.
he's somebody who can throw and can't catch. You know, for somebody so insignificant as me, kind of strange that he gets all loud around me, don't you think?
I'll have you know he asked me to roast him.
Oh.
Like he's okay with me roasting the shit out of him.
Uh-huh.
I think he can take it from me for some reason. Should I evaluate that, Rhodes?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be real. The only reason I said that is because, again, if I just think if something was or somebody was so insignificant that surely there's nothing that that person could do, right? You know, he's kind of giving me, and you would understand this, Siobhan. He's giving me sovereign citizen vibes, as in, to be clear, not actually a sovereign citizen. But do you know how they pretty much think nobody has authority?
I do know,
and yet they still show up to court, even though nobody has authority. So why the fuck would they show up to court?
Recognize the authority.
Exactly. Yeah, kind of like that.
Rhodes, I think Max is one of the most incredible human beings I have ever fucking met. I want to preface everything with that, okay?
Okay.
He was a terrorist. And he rehabilitated, and he was willing to do the thing that we always hoped people who got expungements did, right? When I was a judge, I did like for 300 fucking expungements, all right?
And reform and not just utilize that to temporarily get,
whatever. Right? Do you know how rare it was for people to actually do that and actually rehabilitate themselves and give a fuck?
Very rare. I actually can probably only point out one instance.
Tell me.
Salim,
okay. The guy who was targeting all of my friends and attacking them over the last couple of months, who got an ego act against him because he kept kidnapping them.
No.
That guy?
No.
Salim Windar?
No, not that Salim. Salim Shakib.
No. Okay, there we go. All right.
Salim was a serial, like, I would consider a relatively petty theft. Like petty in the grand scheme of things. Would he have been
targeted underneath Rust in the old government?
No. But actually, he was part of Rust.
See?
Or associated with. But here's the thing. He actually changed his life around when given the opportunity to do so. He got his record expunged and joined the PD at the time. But it's bad that I can only point out one instance, isn't it?
I would actually articulate that there are others who did. What's his face who got expunged? Oh my god, brain, don't blink on me like this. And then he became a lawyer. Fuck. My brain's super blinking. It'll come back to me. It will. Actually, hold. Do you mind? Rhodes, do you like to know something about me?
Yeah, go ahead. You
my
document
judicial
everything.
diary notes. I have 4 different iterations of it because they are each about 500 to 600 pages long. I documented everything I ever did as a judge. Everything.
That makes sense.
If I billed you, it went into my notes first, and then I billed by state out right over, so that when somebody asked me, hey, so-and-so said they got billed XYZ amount, I can actually go and check my notes. No, that's not what I billed them. I billed them XYZ, so if they're due to refund, it's whatever, right? And I can actually tell you that it came in handy at least 16 different times, the fact that I was so neurotic in my note-taking.
Tell you what, look for that. I'm going to grab something from the vending machine. I'll be right back.
Okay. Could you give me something?
Yes. What would you like?
Okay. Chippies, some crisps.
All right. I'll grab that for you. No problem.
officer. Gary, come on. Come with me, Gary. Come on.
Oh.
You here?
And could you kindly give me your phone number? This is for application.
Hello, officer.
Hello.
I have a crime to report.
Thank you so much. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Just a moment. Just a
Okay.
moment. I'm just.
Sorry, my pet snail is getting crazy a little bit. Gary, stop.
Oh.
Stop shaking.
All right. So
Okay. All right. Just a moment here.
This is Gary, my pet snail.
Well, it's Gary. It's nice to meet you. I'm Officer Rose, of Los Santos Police Department.
Hello, I'm Caterina Cortina Gonzalez.
All right, Miss Gonzalez. Do you mind?
It's
Oh,
my
perfect. Perfect. Do you have an unexpired ID by chance?
I don't know. So the problem is, that's the problem. I just escaped from hell.
Sorry, I'm having a bit of a difficult.
My father, Rod Long, he trapped me in a basement for 5 years.
Your father, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
Rod Long.
Rod Long. Okay.
Rod Long's your father?
Yeah, and Isabella Long is my mother.
Oh wait, so you're blood related to Rod Long?
I don't know. He adopted me 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
He trapped me in the basement of his house, and I wasn't able to go out. And like
I suppose
maybe like not too long ago, like 2 months ago, I was able to escape because they broke the house. So like the floor up was like broken, so I was able to get out. This is where I met this my pet snail here, Gary.
Okay. And was Gary with you while you were in the basement?
Yeah, he's my best friend now.
Got it. Okay. All right. And Gary is a snail?
Yes, it's my pet snail.
Pet snail? What kind of snail, if you don't mind me asking?
But I don't know, snail.
Just a snail?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Understood. Understood.
he was
All
just
right.
hanging in the house.
Do you know where this property is that you were held at?
Yeah, I exactly know where it is. It's on Nicola Place. In
Okay,
the
is
cul-de-sac.
Is that Mirror Park?
Yes, it's the second house from the left.
Okay. All right. Got it. Were you the only person present in the basement?
Yeah, I mean, there was my pet snail, Gary, but other than that, it was just me and Gary. I think it was a night. I'm not sure if it was an accident, but he locked the door, and I tried to scream, and he would never unlock it.
Okay. When was the last time you spoke to Mr. Long?
5 years ago. I mean, I called him like 2 hours ago, but he said, I cannot talk. I'm gonna call you back. And he never called me back. I think he hates me.
All right. Just a moment.
Hey, your dad Rod Long is dating around. Did you know that?
Ooh.
He's what?
He's dating around.
Who is he dating? What?
Pixie Tarantino? Or at
What?
least they went on a date.
What about Izzy?
I don't know. I guess he doesn't care about your family anymore.
Oh.
No.
Okay. All right.
She's gonna kill him. She's like very when she get pissed. She's very, very violent when she get pissed. Oh no.
So you think your mother, your adoptive mother, is a very angry person?
Yeah, she might slice his throat.
Your adoptive father's throat?
Yeah. She's like when she gets mad, she's very crazy. I mean, I don't it's normal. I mean, I'm like that too.
All right. Just a moment here. Let's see. go. Apologies.
Okay. Take your time.
There we are. All right. So, looking over my notes here, you indicated that your father is Rod Long, and that he trapped you in a basement. Isabella Long is your mother. You reiterated that you were trapped in a basement. You weren't able to get out until about 2 months ago. That you were able to escape. Somebody broke the house. The floor was broken up, so you're able to get out. You mentioned that this is your pet snail named Gary, who's your best friend. You know exactly where the house is. It's on Nicola Place in the cul-de-sac. It's the second house from the left. And you believed it to have been an accident when he locked the door, but you were screaming and screaming and he never came to unlock it. Did you ever hear any noise in the property beyond that? Or was it dead silent the entire time?
Sure, what you say?
Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Drinking my drink.
Got it. Okay. Let's see here. And so you mentioned that you called a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
And that he was busy.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, this is typically when most fucks happen. There's always another side to the
Do you know if Mr. Long is still around?
I don't know. Do you want me to try to call him again?
It's if
Do you want his number?
I will say, look, I thought
no, I'm a little concerned actually. The reality here is that legally we have no grounds to pursue anything against Mr. Long on the basis that you got out 2 months ago. The statute of limitations is 30 days. So we don't really have any sort of means of pushing a kidnapping or unlawful imprisonment charge.
Oh,
Really
I
isn't.
didn't know that.
Yeah. I do apologize.
Okay, it's not your fault, Mr. Officer.
Ms. Gonzalez, could I also get your phone number in case I need to reach out to you at a later time regarding this?
Yeah, wait a second. I need to take my phone. Gary, stay here. Don't be scared. Nobody's gonna hurt you, okay? Stay right there. Okay.
I'm ready
my
when
phone
you
number
are.
is 420.
Yep.
502 7507.
So 420-502-7507.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, come here, Gary. Come here in my head.
All right. So I do have the statement that you gave me. I will place it in a report. Unfortunately, there's nothing sort of enforceable here, unless there's somebody again at the property now. But I mean, who was the owner at that time?
I think it was Rod. Oh no, I think it was Isabella.
Isabella.
Oh.
Okay.
Not 100%
Okay.
sure. It's one of the two. Isabella. I think her name back then was not long yet. I think it was Isabella.
Carrington.
Yeah. That was her name. Bacaneco. That was her name.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, Miss Gonzalez, obviously you've come here to provide this information. Although there isn't much that I can do at the moment regarding it, what's your ultimate goal? Are you trying to determine from Mr. Long whether or not this was something intentional?
I just want to find my dad.
Okay. All right. If you're just trying to find your I mean, personally, if I were in your position and he locked me in a property for years, I don't know that I would be doing that, but I'm not exactly here to tell you how to live your life, okay?
Okay, do you think it was just you did it on purpose?
It's impossible for me to say as I don't have the context from years ago, okay? I do apologize that this happened to you, okay?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Or you have a wonderful day, okay?
Okay.
All right. Stay safe.
Despite me requesting multiple times to be able to issue
Come on, Gary, come here.
All right.
or these
Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Hey,
I am
wow,
so
the door just
sorry.
opened. Never mind. Hi.
Hey, oh, apologies. I'll let you out.
It's all right.
I didn't mean to leave you in here. I got caught up.
I was starving. Do you have the crisps?
I do have them.
Do you have the crisps? The crisps, Rhodes.
Yeah,
Crisps.
Yep, I got them. I got them.
Thank
What's
you.
your name?
No problem. Would you like some water?
Eric Boss. I'm gonna be
I'm okay
talking
on that.
about
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
I guess today.
We're having a
technically
really
is
good
the
chat,
city
though.
council meeting.
You know what? I agree. I think it was very productive.
I think it was a really good conversation.
You
What did I just miss? I don't have your number anymore. I was on my
Wait.
other phone.
huh?
I had your number in the phone
What?
that got stolen by Sonia Summers when I was kidnapped and she shaved me head. Can I get your number? Can I get them digits? Can I? Can I? Can I have it?
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm
I
ready.
tried to text you. I'm gonna
It's the wrong
retext
phone.
you what I texted 6 minutes ago.
Okay, I can't wait. What's your
All right,
number? Go.
420 600 85 6. Oh my gosh, 8581. Oh, I was like, is it the 81 or the 85 first?
If
It's
it's any
8581.
consolation, I gave out my old state ID the other day.
Oh my gosh.
For 838, still have it memorized.
420 600 8581. As soon as I get a message from you, I'm going to text you what I intended on texting you.
Okay, I just texted you my name to make it clear and easier. That's not what you said. That's
7 minutes
not
ago.
it.
That is exactly what I sent. Yeah. Yeah. No, that is.
Oh
That-
my God, Rhodes.
No. But I don't.
Rhodes.
But not. No. Come in here real quick. It'll be
Alright.
quick.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Not him as in he was pushing my buttons as much as it was he was just listening to me take a statement from somebody where somebody indicated who in my opinion is clearly not of sound mind because they think
Okay.
like HVAC part is a snail. They indicated Rod Long was their father, and then your husband asked a
Adoption fraud.
question. And then Isabella Long being her mother, and this is somebody who claimed that she was stuck in a basement for 5 years. Now how she lived, I don't know. And that her pet snail Gary
Really?
is an HVAC
Isabella
part.
Long?
Well, that's what she's claiming her
Is she
her
here right
mother
now?
was. No, not her, not
Oh.
her.
Okay.
The individual was claiming this, and Max piped up a couple times, specifically referencing things that would obviously point to adoption fraud. Am I gonna
we
push
care
it?
a lot about that policy.
Well, here's the thing.
Huh?
I think under normal circumstances, I'd be willing to push it, but somebody coming here to report that they were kidnapped for the past 5 years up until about 2 months ago, which complicates this even further because if that were actually the case, we are
We're still
outside of the statute.
limitations.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength. I got you, Rhodes. Come on.
So the problematic part is, I'm gonna be real. I think Max might blow up on me on the basis that I didn't push it without the context. Well, I mean, he has the context. He heard everything I did. Without the context of, I don't believe that that person is of sound mind.
Rhodes, you know what really annoys me is that when people, what I believe, have probable cause to investigate adoption fraud, they are not pushing for subpoenas to investigate their relationship. They're not doing anything. I would like for them to do that. In
I
my
mean-
judge mind, when that legislation was passed, that's how that should go down.
I agree with
See what
you.
I'm saying? Right?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think right now there's kind of this like unspoken, it's kind of in the air as to whether or not judges at the moment can provide subpoenas.
Records, yeah.
Within a
that's
reasonable
been
amount
an
of
issue
time.
for a while, yeah.
Yeah. So I know I have considered being petty in certain aspects, but when I heard that, I was like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't if that's the case. And then Acker just had his client plead guilty to conspiracy, which was the small, tiny charge that I'd have to subpoena his phone for.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's on the phone with somebody communicating a pickup. Crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's when I
Can I
got
tell
called
you-
an atheist.
I was going. Oh, that's when
Yeah.
I was on a ride along the other day, and I'm like, oh, he's on his phone. I'm like, he's calling for a pickup, and they're like, well, he's not He's not on the phone. I'm like, he's texting. I'm like, then he's pinging them his location. And then within
Ooh.
45 seconds, Rose, it got picked up.
Oh my god.
And that's not because I've ever been a cop or anything, right? This is just what's been articulated to me in court when I was a judge, like a million fucking times over. It feels like, where I'm like, well, that's what's happening. No, that's reasonable
Yeah.
suspicion, right? When you're experienced as an officer, that you can tell these things are going to occur, right? Versus probable cause.
Right.
Mhm.
What are the
just,
odds Max yells at me for being here and not out on the street? I say there's a
I told him
75%
that I was
chance.
speaking with you, so hopefully he values me and my time and the fact that you're respecting me and doesn't yell at you. Wanna go
I'm
test it?
anticipating a. What do I pay you for? If you're not out there on the streets, you're the problem.
Rhodes, have you been bike copping? Have you been using a bicycle?
I haven't had to since purchasing my Taurus.
Congratulations!
Yeah. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Though I am about to incur a very hefty repair cost. It's gonna be interesting to say the least.
Hi, babe.
What up, darling?
I've been so
Hello.
busy working today, doing hard work on our polls.
I don't
What'd you learn?
We're still averaging 8 out of 10 to 9 out of 10 right now, which is pretty good.
Oh.
I'm surprised.
Why are you surprised?
Plus, I'm surprised because a lot of people who vote are ill-informed, or people are just angry for the sake of being angry, or they're
there's a
angry
lot of
because they didn't get their way.
There's a lot of uninformed voters. I've had to do a lot of education and reach out, which brings me to my next point: is that we need to do more reach out and education.
True.
Hear me out. I think that we need to do a town hall where we talk about legislation we're going to push and ask for public commentary, so that people feel they have more transparency in the process.
Excellent idea.
Thank you.
I already. No.
Also
Love
talked to Ursula.
transparency.
Me too. I also talked to Ursula already, and she will be at the council meeting tomorrow to record.
Nice. Good. We agreed on her, right? Everyone?
All agreed on her. That's why, I reached out to her and did all of that.
Fucking-
we all agreed.
These pearl-clutching pussies when they saw Xavier in the corner, man, pisses me
Oh
off.
my god, they were about to.
This isn't the guy we agreed on.
DJ.
Yeah.
You know the stim shots Octane takes?
Mayor?
Legends?
What?
The what?
Stim shots that Octane takes?
I heard that you were issued a citation the other day.
Like 7 of them.
I just came up, by the way, accidentally.
Negligent driving.
There's no
Oh yeah, I
way
called
you-
Bones because I said, hey, I heard you were talking shit.
Oh, what'd he say?
Yeah.
Hot spot.
He said he brought up the fact that I'm able to control your budget now.
That is true. The implication there was no implication. It was stated it is possible our salary has been reduced.
Called the gun
Oh, it
burger, and the
has.
slogan for it is put a gun in your mouth.
Oh, that's
It has
unfortunate.
been. It is. I
Oh,
know
okay.
it is.
No, Tuman. That's
Well,
Tuman.
what has it been reduced to?
By 10%.
10%.
10%.
The second the memo.
Max, I think that might be affecting other things, by the way, like fines.
What I can tell you is that the MDT charges are no longer even. Like things used to be $1,400, $1,500, $1,600.
Well, yeah, but failure
Now
to
they're
signal went from
all-
60 to 63, so it was raised by 5%.
Cyberpunk this.
Has it?
Hello, math. Yeah, failure to signal went from 60 to 63, so it was obviously raised by 5%.
Yeah,
That was
like-
easy for me to ascertain because that's just basic math.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be real. I don't know what the priors were. All I know is that assault with a deadly
Rhodes,
weapon
we
is
talked about this. We both did our math homework in pen. I
$1,008.
feel like you would have known this.
Yeah, I raised it by 5% because I wanted to see how that would affect things. And it's kind of interesting to see that it's automatically adjusted on the MDT.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Return me.
Oh.
It's just a very like the reduction.
Plus, I don't.
The-
I don't like
That wasn't anything to do with the citation,
Every
right?
single time they update it.
Oh, no.
Everything.
My pussy
No.
hurts, I can't get a mod updater.
That would be terrible if I did that.
Wait, what?
As retaliation.
That auto updates, but you can't play the game for like
Possibly
3 or
even
4
illegal.
days.
Those people are so loud. It's not possibly illegal. Shut the fuck up. Being petty isn't illegal. Otherwise, Rhodes would be in prison by now. No offense, Rose. We talked about this. Don't be upset with me.
No,
Talk about being
valid.
petty.
Sort of valid. Sorta.
Thank you. I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is, if that were the case, that would be fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Rhodes, you know what would be fucked up to me, Rhodes? Right?
What?
Telling the truth and then getting a felony because 2 officers couldn't fucking be chill. I think that's fucked up, Rhodes. Trying to ruin my entire fucking political career. I think that's fucked up.
Well, let me ask you
You
this.
wouldn't have done the same.
You're right. You are. But in saying that, you have to understand that there are very much so opposite sides of the coin here, right?
Yeah.
And that just means that, you know, I hate to say it, but we're not consistent. But that's not what people actually want. What people want is
should be a case-by-case
consistently being let
basis.
go and sort of absolved of anything they've done wrong. And I'm not saying that that's what you're looking for here, but you know, you point out in this situation that I would have likely not given you a felony. That doesn't make it wrong that it happened if it did apply.
No, but Rhodes, if you gave me a warning, I would listen. You know what I mean?
The average. Oh, first of all, the average person would not listen to a warning.
But I'm different, which is why I think the rules should apply differently to me.
Absolutely, and that's why you got your diversion program. I bet.
That is probably true.
Yeah, not wrong.
So you would say that the average civilian / criminal or whatever kind of expects leniency or hopes for leniency?
Yeah. In fact, even when they treat me like shit, they expect it.
Right.
So imagine they're surprised when they don't get it for treating me like shit. What incentive is there, you know?
Yeah. Sounds kind of like, I don't know, cops like you expecting stuff from me, not treating me with respect and being given nothing.
When have I not treated you with respect?
You disrespected me quite plainly on multiple occasions by way of acting as a direct contrarian and roadblock to things that I had already explained multiple times. Continuing to raise the picket and be like, hey, we don't have money for repairs anymore. Oh, we don't have stuff. Oh, it's just it is directly detrimental to the progress of the LSPD.
Okay.
I heard, despite all of your struggles, I heard that you bought a car. So now you've got partial ownership of a house, a personal car, and now a cop car. And that was before I lowered your pay.
Okay. I feel like you're missing something here.
Okay.
I've been part of the police department since day one. You know, the skeleton crew.
Yep.
It would make sense that I would have money because I've spent the past 3 months working every single day.
Every day?
Most days.
Where did your money go?
You want me to repeat the same answers?
No, I don't. How are you struggling when other people aren't? That's what I want to know.
Okay, so other people may be content with living, you know, with the bare minimum at the apartments. That's not a life I want to live. That's not a life I want to live. And I get it. That means I incur additional costs. Okay? But scraping by does not mean livable. You know?
You know, this whole conversation, look, and I get it. You know, obviously, you know,
Why is
my
there
wife and I
PD
bought a
boat
trailer.
outside?
Obviously, that's
You
true.
worked really hard for it, Max.
Well, yeah, listen. You and this whole conversation is no longer important or relevant because I've been entrusted with the responsibility of essentially balancing the checkbook of the state fund in accordance with all the costs that it incurs. For example, paying out Group 6 paychecks, paying out Grime paychecks, paying out your paychecks, paying out Department of Justice paychecks, paying out EMS, paying out doctors, paying out therapists, paying out City Council, paying out all of these people. And now I can say with 100% certainty that that money, that free money that you wanted or requested or expected or you felt you were entitled to from the state is no longer numerically possible.
Why not?
The budget's tight.
Shucks.
It is tight.
Damn.
You know, there's a lot of state employees.
Hey, Rhodes.
Yeah.
Why is there a PD boat outside, like right there?
What? Can I have a boat?
Um,
Can I? Can I has it?
I don't
Please?
know.
Please?
I-
I want a boat.
I don't
I
have
wanna
that
vote.
answer
Yeah,
for you.
a helicopter dropped it off here.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah,
You little giggle,
Amazing.
you little giggle.
What the fuck? What group 6 are ramming it?
So
Sorry for my
apparently,
bad hair day, by the way.
oh, your hair looks great. What do you,
Thanks,
just
it's,
because it's not like curled up doesn't mean it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
thanks.
fine.
I'm in my Hinata Hyuga arc right now.
I don't know what
So-
that means. It's fine.
Apparently, the old Ranger vehicles at the old Ranger station are freaks of nature.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about how it was described to me as going 200 miles an hour on its side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah.
And apparently Tornwood launched himself into
Hey, what's
the
up,
ocean.
He launched himself into the fire there, too.
And the chief of police and
Oh my God.
Sergeant Bones and some white-haired lady I didn't recognize apparently mobilized a boat to go rescue him.
Okay.
Oh, is that the boat?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the helicopter that was sent to pick up all of them decided to drop the boat in the parking lot.
That's crazy.
Wait, that's amazing.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Alright.
that adds up,
That's pretty cool.
I guess.
That's cool.
You take
Bro,
care of
do you know what I just
each other,
heard?
okay?
What?
I just heard that Kyle Pred's been in town.
I saw him yesterday.
Wait, what?
You saw Kyle Pred?
Mm-hmm.
How
Sure
was
did.
he? Did he look good?
Well, he had the audacity to play off
Mhm.
meeting me cool, but when he saw Forehead, it was like they were long lost lovers or something. And
I mean,
I
it's
saw that.
Kyle,
It was kind of hot.
Rhodes. Come on.
shut up, Boxman.
What do you mean, box man? That's just a normal box. It clearly says DC-13. Roll for it. Hello?
Sir, I know you're in there. I saw you yesterday.
Hey,
I don't see
DC-13.
shit.
Kyle
It's
was the
just a
first
box.
person who ever called me a level 100 woman, and I felt so
DC-13.
seen.
So you're
I felt so
speaking to
seen
me.
by that.
You have to
DC-13.
roll. Roll.
Max, do you agree?
110 now. Yeah.
I think I'm level 110. Oh
Yeah,
my
there's
god.
I
a
remember
new-
5
new
years
expansion-
ago.
Babe.
New expansion dropped. We gotta
Babe.
see
No,
Nisha
that-
Bond.
Oh
that's-
my god.
What?
That's
You have
not-
to roll out
I remember
a,
five
roll a
You have to roll at a
D20.
20.
Roll a D20.
Oh my god.
That's like.
You suck at this
okay.
whole like.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
said
one more time.
13.
Yeah, you
Oh
suck
my
at this
God.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's just
shit.
a- it's
I'm
just a
not here
box.
for you. It's just a box
Say
for
it.
you.
Mm,
Oh, my
oh,
God, so hot.
you sure
so
about that?
hot.
Hey, Max.
Sorry,
I
Frost, what was
was
that?
wondering,
Yeah.
why did I never see you back then in the prison when I was DOC?
Yep.
I was in Max.
Do I see
You-
him?
Yeah, that's why.
Oh,
You
Do I
already
send
rolled.
Somebody in the box?
I remember 5 years ago,
No, I
Calpred,
don't.
when he was in the prison for the trees.
Does the box see me?
He got attempted
He should've
murder
been
by the
there.
government, and nobody
No.
did nothing about it.
Where did
Kyle shouldn't have been there for that.
Is the box
Alright.
sentient?
He shouldn't have.
Maybe.
I think everything should have not happened. I'm gonna be real. That war was fucking stupid.
I mean, I know I went on the record on the news with an interview against the wire with quoting Bernie Sanders' speech against the Patriot Act. I literally just reused the entire Bernie Sanders speech against the Patriot Act on the House floor. Anyway, just use that to say why we shouldn't go to war. Was ignored, which is honestly on brand.
Who
For
ignored you?
what do you mean who ignored me? The entire federal government ignored me.
Ooh.
It was me and Sarge were the only ones who went on the record being like, it's not treason to say you disagree, but there's a way to do it that's not treasonous. Which is a very fine line to walk
I-
at that time.
I'm going to get out. All right.
Are you? Where you can go? You can go to Popular Street.
It's a possibility.
Also, Ireland now. I talked to McNulty about that. So.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, Max, we have a lot to discuss. a
Okay.
Oh.
lot.
Hey,
Okay.
good luck out there on Popular.
Have fun.
Maybe
I'll
have
be on
Maisie
my way
Graves on
soon,
her
like,
bicycle back you
relax.
up.
It
Yep,
would
I'm
make